I live now? Okay, I'm live now. I'm good. All right. If yeah, at first it looked like it wasn't live, but now it is. So yeah. Um. Well, what's going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr. and welcome everyone to you know a 2 weeks late overdue review of the show from April 12th, 2018. Right now, what I'm gonna do is just go rapid fire this review, and after this, I'll do another review. I'm gonna rapid fire it when it comes to Impact Wrestling as well, because I'm a little behind. So let's get to it. So as usual, you got Josh Matthews, Sanjay Dutt on commentary for Impact Wrestling in Orlando, Florida, in the Impact Zone. Good show, and if I ever want to go back to watch that show again, it's on Twitch TV on the channel of Impact Wrestling. You can watch it for free. So there you go. They also covered the whole thing with Alberto El Patron being terminated from Impact Wrestling because he no-showed the event where it was supposed to be a tag team match between Pentagon and El Patron versus Aries and Phoenix. So the main event has been changed for and for those who know, y'all saw my preview last night. The preview for Impact Redemption, and I'll get to more of that Redemption pay-per-view for Impact Wrestling for tomorrow. I'll do the next review after this one. So, but yeah, but the main event was changed to Austin Aries defending his Impact World Championship title against Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix, and we'll get to all that when I get a chance to watch that pay-per-view. Not only I will watch it, but I'll also do But again, I'll explain more about after this one. But I do my next review. So let's just get right into the show. So Electric himself first talk about his partner is gonna face LAX for the Impact World Tag Team Championships at Impact Redemption. So sure enough, LAX comes out to interrupt, and they start talking smack to Eli Drake and all that. Eli Drake just also starts to talk about his partner, which Conan knows very well. And sure enough, it was Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, which Conan does know very well back in the days of WCW. And during that time, in the fact, there's this notorious faction, the NWO. So yes, Scott Steiner comes out, cutting a promo, and it was Steiner, yeah, like I said, like I just said there, Scott Steiner with his own Steiner line, cutting a promo. I'm not gonna talk much about it, but it was a very entertaining promo back and forth between Conan and Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, and then Eli Drake ends the promo. But I'm saying what he always gotta say, and it was very entertaining. So yeah, that was the match that was made. Basically, Eli Drake cashing in his opportunity of one of his Feast of Fire briefcase to get a tag team title shot for Redemption at LAX. And yeah, there you go. Next, we get to Moose versus Sami Callihan. He was being accompanied by Jake and Dave Chris from OVE. Match itself was pretty good, and then it ended by disqualification because Sami Callihan uses a baseball bat to attack Moose with it, and that caused disqualification. So we get a 3-on-1 beatdown. Eddie Edwards comes out for the save, but also it turns into a 3-on-2 beatdown. Also, we get Eddie Edwards' wife Alicia coming in to protect him. Sami Callihan was going to turn his attention on her, do something unthinkable, but something else unthinkable happened. So the lights goes out for a matter of seconds. It comes back on, and sure enough, you see the hardcore legend. Not Mick Foley. Tommy Dreamer from House of Hardcore, and also from the days of ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling. So after the Tommy Dreamer of Chase, basically he had a candlestick, by the way. He had a candlestick to beat them up with the candlestick and all that. They left the ring. Also, Tommy Dreamer stands tall with Eddie Edwards, Alicia, and Moose, where Tommy Dreamer challenges OVE at Redemption in a six-man House of Hardcore match. And folks, I can't wait to see how that match. To be honest with you, folks, I have not seen the match last night. More about that tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow. I'll talk more about that. Well, I'll talk about it tomorrow too, as well, to remind you. But also, I will talk about it on my next review. But yeah, next we get to Josh Matthews cutting a promo before the match, where it's going to be Josh Matthews versus PD Williams. Yeah, Matt Sydal ringside for Josh Matthews. This ended up being a low point for me on the show, folks. By the way, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember. I think Tolomar wrestling for hour number one. I believe it was just one match. You don't worry no more. I'm sorry. Two matches actually. Two matches were yeah, two matches were Tolomar wrestling for hour number one. But anyways, back to this though. P.E. Williams versus Josh Matthews. This was trash, folks. It was Josh Matthews looking at performing in the match. It was just terrible. I didn't like it. I knew it was going to be trash, and I was right. But in the end, you got Matt Sydal going after P.D. Williams. This caused a disqualification. So yeah, P.D. Williams wins via disqualification, and yeah, this was trash. Mackenzie Mitchell interviews Johnny Impact. Talk about his recent situation with Kong Kong and Jimmy Jacobs. And I can care less about this because I really don't care about the character of Johnny Impact. So moving on. But basically, he challenges into a match for next week. So yeah, we'll get to I do the next review. Then we get to another low point of the show. Richard Justice, the Fat Club versus that's not the names, but whatever. They go up against Cole Lee, which is Trevor Lee, Caleb Conley, and KM. And folks, I didn't care about this match either. It was trash. These guys are being treated as jokes, especially when it comes to Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee deserves better, in my opinion. Especially with KM, but at this point, KM, to me, I'm done. I'm just done with TM now. If they don't take him seriously, why should I take him seriously? In the end, Falaba, Richard Justice, Tyrus won. I think Tyrus is one who picked up the win, I believe. No, I'm sorry, it was Falaba, whatever. Then we get to the main event match, the one I want to talk about: Rosemary versus Rosemary versus Taya Valkyrie in the Demons Dance match. Coming to the match, I was thinking to myself before, for a week ago, a week ago from during that time, I was like, what's this Divas Dance match? What's this going to be about? It was just a no disqualification match, street fight type of rules type of thing, but it was still good. So in the match, you have basically like I said, no disqualifications, no countouts, anything goes. They start fighting each other on the rampway. Then they got to the top of the stage. They start. Rosemary starts tossing Taya Valkyrie down on as she crashing down to the bottom. Off the I think I believe it was off the stage if I remember, or down the ramp away. I don't know. But Taya Valkyrie gains control by suplexing Rosemary on top of the steel guardrail. Taya Valkyrie places a chair on Rosemary in the corner. Then goes to drive the chair to the face of Rosemary with no knees. The Miura. Rosemary hits the swing blade, placing Taya Valkyrie into the steel chair. Taya kicks Rosemary down to the mat, but she rises from the grave. Rosemary, and sends Taya Valkyrie crashing into the ladder. And yeah, well, there was ladder music in this match too. Rosemary charges Taya, but Taya sidesteps her, sending her head first to the steel chair. Wicked steel chair shot there. Taya sets up Rosemary on the table. And at this point, after seeing tables, ladders, and chairs, when it comes to the match that's made for Impact Wrestling at the time TNA. This look more like a Full Metal Mayhem match of a Demon's Dance match. But anyways, so Ty Valkyrie sets about on the table, goes to the top. Rosemary fights her off, then goes for the power driver off the top rope to a table, nasty spot, and gets a 3 count in the win. She a winner of this Demon's Dance match, Rosemary. And it was a good match, folks. I enjoyed this match from from when it started and from when it ended. And to me, the right person won. Rosemary won. She's a demon assassin, and she deserves to win this on the now feud between Rosemary and Tyra Valkyrie in the future. Probably so. But hopefully, this is the end of the feud for now, so we can move on to Rosemary versus Su Young. So after the match, which obviously was the main event match in the show, but then they show highlights of Impact Wrestling versus Lucha Underground from WrestleCon again, all that stuff, and then and to also promote the triple threat match for the main event for Redemption. So
you want to do races?
And there you go. So talking about wrestling for hour number two matches, and the total amount of wrestling for Impact Wrestling overall for April 12, 2018, 4 matches. So my overall scoring for the show, I'm gonna go.
Oh, the cops from Robert's thing, basically.
I'm gonna go 6 out of 10. Very good show. So that being said, folks, I'm done. Before I go, anyone say something in the comments in the live chat? I meant to say. Oh hey, hello there, A09. Sorry, I didn't bother checking what you said there. You got 79. Good for you, man. Good for you. Congratulations. A09. What do you think of Kara Hogan? Oh, she's hot. I think she's hot. And also, what I think of her too is that she's a very good wrestler, and they need to utilize her more on TV. In my, what comes to being part of Impact Wrestling as part of the Knockouts division, they need to use her more. To answer your question there, A09. So thank you for that question. Yeah, I think she's hot. She's the girl on fire. She's a very good wrestler, very cute, and they need to utilize her more. And also they need to have her win matches, and also do something with her on TV when it comes to having a program with and also having a feud to get her over for these fans that don't know much about her. And and there's some that do know her not now because they have her competing on these pay-per-views for Impact Wrestling called One Night Only, Explosion. So yeah, that's also the best way to for the fans to know a lot about her too. AO9, what else is said here? I do not like her at first, but now I like her. Well, there you go. And once again, if they use her more, people will like her. And she's likable too. You can follow her on Instagram, follow her on Twitter. I don't think she's got a Facebook, and not that I know of. Last I checked. A09. She would do great think face if she does it. She actually did a think face at an indie show. Yeah, because again, if for those who don't watch this, Kara Hogan outside of Impact Wrestling, in indie promotions, she has done this think face before. What she was wearing too, by the way, is a good example of why she does distinct face. And also, when it comes to her being on Impact Wrestling, they you don't see that what she wear anymore because they want her to cover up a little more. Unfortunately, because there's one idiot in the comments when on YouTube was complaining about her booty shorts. But anyways, but yeah, I'm in here, folks. Thank you all for watching. So tune after this one because after this one I will do another live review when it comes to another one I need to do from last week, which was Impact Wrestling, and this is the home show edition. So I'll get to that. I'm gonna get to that right now. But but again, thanks again for watching. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., the Natural Born Thriller. Please subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you didn't enjoy this video, give it a dislike. The choice is yours and yours alone. And with that being said, I'll talk to you all in a few minutes for another one. But for now, I'm out. Take care.